We are living life on the move and flying to Guatemala. This time bringing my mom, Pat, and our son, Devin. And Devin's attempt at sleep just screamed meme in the making to me. Bea, a realtor in the Rio, came to pick us up after we provisioned at the new Latour in Fronteras. Bea came because our purpose of this trip was to investigate the possibility of buying property on the Rio Dulce in Cayo Quemado. Even with Bea's fast lancha, the boat ride lasted 45 minutes, at least half in the pouring down rain. First note to self, if we do buy property, buy a lancha that can be enclosed with isinglass. Currently, Cayo Quemado is remote, located downriver of the El Gafetti, the lake in middle of the Rio Dulce, and upriver of the beautiful gorge. Okay, so that green part right there is part of the property of the neighbors that actually come with the house. They help to do the cleaning and cooking and caretaking of the grounds and things. So it's pretty awesome that you buy a house that comes with a family. Of course, we pay their salary, but it's pretty awesome. The property is on an island and only accessible by boat. The property begins at the trees left of the sailboat and ends on the right beyond the frame. And this is the boathouse, and we're pulling it into the garage. The property also spans the island from the bay side here to the lake side across the way. That's Gris, and she is one of the neighbors that helps take care of the place. Whoops! Well, it was almost perfect. After unloading our luggage, we were immediately invited to stay by one of the welcoming crew. This cut marks the end of the island and the property. The boathouse is a small, simple, one-bedroom house with enough docks for 2 sailboats and 2 lanchas, one inside a covered garage. There are no walls closing in the house, which is built on stilts above the water. The garage is next to the dining and living areas, as well as the stairs to the upper level. The kitchen is simple with a fridge freezer, stove and oven, and filtered well water at the sink. The shower is between the kitchen and the stairs. The entire upstairs is a large bedroom suite with a palapa or thatched roof, an excellent view of the bay, and a half bath. The living style is definitely different, being open and a part of nature rather than closed in behind walls that separate you from your environment. But when your environment is so beautiful, why would you want to be separated? The views of the house from the property demonstrates its fit in the environment, and I just love the design. Behind the boathouse, climbing the steps uphill and following a short trail through park-like grounds brings you to the single-bedroom main house. Again, built to complement the environment and not to draw attention to itself. Here seen from different points of view on the property. This house is built with walls with huge openings that can be closed with shutters. The kitchen boasts a large stove and oven, a center island, and fridge and freezer. The floor plan is open with the living and dining areas on either side of the kitchen and a tiled concrete floor. On the lake side, a porch offers a perfect sitting spot to watch the birds come and go from the bird island just across a swath of water. Another sitting area on the deck faces the beautiful grounds. There's a half bath downstairs, and very sturdy stairs lead up to the large bedroom suite. A changing area, laundry, bathroom and shower are sectioned off from the rest of the room with lots of closet and dresser space. A small den, crafting or reading room overlooks the grounds as well. The king-size bed is built into the center of the room with lots of space left for various sitting areas. Walking around the grounds, we see different views of the houses. Our tour guide escorted us all around. This is the property's freshwater well. Aside from being aesthetically pleasing, most of the trees bear fruit, like coconuts, limes, oranges, 3 types of mangoes, bananas, plantains, avocados, and much more. This is a small storage shed at the edge of the property shared with the neighbors. Following the steps uphill, we arrive at a potted plant nursery, which I would love to make into an herb garden. Next to the nursery is the workshop. On this side sits the water tank that holds the water pumped up from the well that supplies both houses with fresh water. The workshop is a hardy concrete and wood building with a corrugated fiberglass roof, I think. These are 2 large doors that can be opened up. This building is more closed up and protected due to the very valuable woodworking equipment kept inside. Dave and I would open this up, build a 2nd floor with a palapa roof, and turn it into a 3rd house. There is water on 3 sides of the approximate 1-acre property, with enough space and steps to get in some good daily exercise just walking around. I love all the tropical plants and flowers. Mom pointed out several she used to grow at her old house in Orange County, California, but here these plants grow wild, especially air plants. They are everywhere. This is an orchid nursery. They bloom at different times, and only a couple were blooming now. The owners of the property reclaimed land by building a retaining wall and filling the swampy land with green waste. More land reclamation is underway, and even though it doesn't look so pretty now, soon enough it will look like a beautiful lawn area with numerous plants around it. Here's the edge of the property at the canal. This reclaimed area would be the site of an air-conditioned getaway room / guest room for those gruelingly hot days. There's also a swim platform to cool off in the river.
Oh, look at him.
But I think that'd be beautiful in the evening and that sort of thing.
Hey, little buddy.
To do. A cangrejo, huh?
Hi.
That is, if we can get this guy to share.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, all those aren't super important, but let me tell you what's important.
Enjoy a nice zen moment touring all the way around the island by boat. This is the bayside, coming in past the neighbors and the tiendas. Cayo Quemado has an active expat community that works together with the local villagers for employment opportunities, property build-outs, and education of the local children. It has its own school that receives a lot of support from the expat community, which I think is awesome. I would like to share what's happened since we visited the property and returned to the States. Dave and I agreed this is our paradise, and we signed a purchase agreement and paid a deposit. Lawyers are currently working on the paperwork. Now, Dave and I are not ready to settle down yet. We do think we will retire here after we're finished cruising, but that could be another 20 years from now. In the meantime, my mom has been shopping around for her paradise. She told me that she fell in love with the Rio Dulce the first time she came to visit and could totally see herself living here. She was also considering St. Augustine, Florida, but it took second place for her. Therefore, we asked her if she would like to move into the main house and act as steward of the property for us. We spent a week on the property to see if the lifestyle would suit her, and us for that matter. And it did. She has decided to move to Guatemala by the end of May 2021, and I am so happy for her. Devin also fell in love with the place, and I just knew he would like to have the boathouse. However, he's still young and needs to make a living. Therefore, he has a plan set in motion for a lifestyle change. Devin is leaving Alaska permanently this month and going to help his grandma prepare for her move. He starts marine mechanics school in Orlando, Florida in February 2021 for a year-long program. After which, he will move to the boathouse and start up his own business in marine mechanics, where he can also apply the experience he gained working as an AAV mechanic in the Marines. "2020 is certainly a year for change, it seems. After getting away to Guatemala, I don't think I've seen Mom happier or more at ease.